Alright, welcome back. We've done the basics. We know how to kill things with a bow. We know how to use our inventory. We know how to sneak and actually get some free speeder sneaky points just by sneaking around something that we can see. It doesn't see us. We know how to practice blocking so we can get our skill levels up. So I'm just going to push on a little bit more quickly now. We're wandering through. We're in sneak mode. You can tell because our little eyeball is showing up. If I were to press control, stop sneaking, we move faster, but we're not going to be as deadly when we get sneaky. We can't get up there. And since we've decided we're not going to be a magician, instead of keeping the fireball all the time, I think I'll start to use the bow more and more. Like somewhere under there, bring up my bow. Something wrong with them though. I missed again. Maybe I have to aim a little bit high, far enough away. No. Oh, I got him the first time. Right. That guy just too far away. No, I didn't get him. That one did. I don't want to go out in that bright area. I'd rather shoot from a hidden place and get that 2-time bonus. A little bit further. So, and he saw me. I think I'm gonna press B, go back to my sword, block, wait for the attack. That was the end of that. There's a lot going on right there. Nice bright area. You'll notice that we took out the enemies before we walked into the bright area. You're a lot less likely to die. Pick up our arrows that we love. Remember, in this game, use your ears too. You can hear things sneaking up on you sometimes. I'll also get out my torch. Remember, F to put away my sword, and that lets the torch come out. I don't see any more arrows on the ground. There's one. Later on in the game, arrows are not a problem, but initially, you want to hang on to as many as you can. You never know when you're going to find more. Alright, 8. Put away the torch. F. Bring the sword back out. Let us sculpt our way through. Pressing on. A couple of mice down there. Bring out our bow. 2. I didn't kill him. I will this time. Oh, maybe you won't. Some people fight only with the bow. I'm going to go to 5 and cast the heal. Let's see what this guy thinks of our bow. That went well. 3, back to my sword. Loot him, my arrow back. Ah, average. Wow, that's hard. Alright, so again, I move the mouse up, and then I click when I think it's in place. That one's good. Now if I miss on this one, that last one will probably fall right down again, so I have to get it right. No good. I've only got 10 picks. 8. That locked. Oh. My security skill is going up. My security skill sucks. Yeah, it's unlikely I'll get this one. But might as well keep practicing. We'll find more picks. You really need that skill. One pick left, can't possibly do it. Let's remember that. Later. Yeah, we've got one. I don't want a bunch of bones. Rusty iron shield, I don't need. No, that's good. Food is always good. Rusty iron helmet. For me, I don't want iron weapon. Big heavy iron warhammer, but you can tell by looking at it that it weighs 30 pounds, and we just aren't going to be able to carry that stuff, so I'm going to leave it behind. Maybe you remember. That's also pretty heavy, so I'm going to leave it behind. Back. You see that notification? Just my sneak skill went up. That means something is very close to me. And I'm sneaking around. It doesn't seem close. There it is. And my light armor still increased because he bit me. And I'm learning how to wear my light armor more effectively. Okay, here, what do we see? I see nothing down there. Okay. Touch this. Yep. So I didn't even bother trying to use my shield because these rats are just not biting me very hard. We know how to use it for blocking. If you want to build up your block skill, that's a good idea. Oh, I just stopped sneaking. I pressed control, because that way you can see what's up higher. Control, and now I'm sneaking again. It's surprisingly little in this room. I saw that. 3 more lockpicks. That's great. Big bright area. Bright areas always smell like traps to me. I'm always be cautious when I see bright areas. It means something maybe around sneaking. Something's around. Where is it? There he is. Time to that. You see how changing weapons is easy for me. Just 2 or 3. 2, 3. And you don't have to use those numbers. Just remember when you put things in your hotkeys, pick a numbering system that works for you. But for me, I like the idea of 1, 2, 3. So 1, easiest one is a fireball, goes the farthest. 2, the bow does more damage, a little bit more close up. And then 3 for right up close face to face. If I press 3 again, and then I put it away and I'm just using my fist. Alright, who's lurking back here? We know he's there, we keep getting sneaked up. Another rat. Alright, that killed him. No, didn't I shot too low? Ah, killed him. Now, is he alone? Or did he have friends? Mushrooms. You pick mushrooms, they're ingredient for alchemy. Which fairly soon is going to become important if you decide you want to do that as part of your role. In general, I think alchemy is a good skill to have. I'll take that ruby, silver goblet, check the skeleton. Ooh, potions of healing. These mushrooms sometimes have more than one in them. We're just getting near goblins. Okay, so this is the hot key. We've been doing that for a week. Did we loot him yet? We did not put our arrow. There might be a fire and hanging all of us. Somebody's around. That was just fun. There was no reason for it. I take clothing just because it has value, and in town you can sell that to a merchant, make a little gold. That goblin up ahead hasn't seen you yet. I may be able to sneak past him to go into sneak mode, press left control. Well, we knew that. Yeah, we knew that too. But we're going to do it different. We're not going to try and keep past him at all. We're going to try and kill him. Oh, you rotten goblin. Back. Sure. They're trying to kill you. Your death is imminent. That was annoying. It made me shoot my arrow to answer that. No. Head. Bye, goblin. You see my fatigue going down as I hold the bow. 3. Healed. This is our first real fight. We took a little bit of damage, but we dished out quite a bit. Now, before we get all crazy, let's make sure he doesn't have friends in there. First, I'm going to heal with 5. C for cat. Restoration skill increases, which is good. That's the skill that governs your ability to cast healing spells. And if you're going to be a mage, that's important to know. For us, I think that if I were going to put any points into any of the mage skills, it would be restoration. Because no matter who you are, you want to get repaired. And he didn't look like he has friends. Let's loot. Any green vials are poisons. Any pink ones are potions to make you healthier. Mortar and pestle. We finally have one. Let me show you why. Oh, and we're over encumbered. Let's do 2 lessons at once. How do we get un-over encumbered? We're carrying too much stuff, more than we can, and we have a mortar and pestle. So First things first. We are carrying 200 and we can only carry 200. That's why we can no longer move. How do you fix that? You start throwing stuff away. But before we throw things away, let's pick our mortar and pestle. And this is something new. Stop helping us. Of all the ingredients in our inventory, we'll pick the one that has the most. So we have 16 rat meat, and on the right we can see that it will create a damage fatigue potion. It has 3 more effects. We don't know what that is. So let's use that. The second ingredient has to have ingredients in common with the first, meaning it is going to have damage fatigue. So, of all the ones that have damage fatigue, the only one is mort flesh. If I try to add a third ingredient, it won't work because we know there's nothing left that has that same characteristic. So let's create. It's going to create a potion for damage fatigue for 2 points for 8 seconds. So that was fun. If I add an ingredient now, there's nothing else because we used that mort flesh. So go back to the first ingredient, remove it, and we will add, let's say, cheese wedges. And what do they have? Restore fatigue is what we're going to get. So let's, okay, that's good. That's it. Add ingredient, lettuce, add ingredient, tomato. The more ingredients we add, the better the resulting potion is going to be. So let's create this. And our alchemy skill has gone up. And we have nothing left that we can mix with a cheese wedge, so let's exit out. Get rid of that cheese wedge. Carambolette caps is restore health. Good, that'll make a health potion. What else can we use with it? Nothing. So, it's useless to us right now. So we'll remove it. Have we tried stinkhorn caps? And they have damage health in common, which is good. So there's going to be a poison for damage health, 1 point for 5 seconds. Great. And our alchemy skill has gone up yet again. Nothing else with that. Let's go back. We've tried everything? Yeah. So we still only know one effect for each of these items. Often what will happen is if we had used, say, wisp stalks with rat meat, that would work because they both have that same damage fatigue in common. But if one of those 3 unknown effects also match, because we use them together once, we would then discover that effect. So eventually you'll know all of the effects of all of the different foods, and you'll be able to make many more potent poison. The benefit of this is our weight went down by a teensy little bit. We can now walk, and we have some potions, which is better than nothing. If they're not useful to use, like we made this one, it's only worth 3 gold. We can sell it in town, or we can actually use it. But let's get rid of some heavy. First thing I want to do here is make sure that I am using the best weapon possible before I start throwing things away. So I will sort it by damage. I realize we are using the best weapon possible. And that means I can drop the rest unless their value is so high that I think it's worth carrying it around to sell. So let's drop these. No, that's not what I meant to do. Drop. How do you drop? Right click? No? Shift? How about control click? No? How about shift click? Yeah, shift click is how you drop. The clubs, not worth anything. They just hit. 5 is not worth it. I'm going to drop it. Rusty bow, I'm already used 1. I think I will keep a good one. My bow is the 2 slot, so I may have just got rid of the bow that was equipped, so let me hold down my 2. It was. Now put this new one. This has better health, is why I kept it. That it's still at 100% health. Now that's good. We're down to 100%. 5. This is iron. I don't want it. Extremely heavy, but it's also very valuable. I'm going to shift click and drop it. Anyway, just heavy to Rusty iron helmet. A Russell Fell outfit. It has a little bit of value in gold. It doesn't weigh very much. It's all not worth enough to justify the weight. And the mythic dawn robe. Now we're down to 87 out of 20, much better. Okay, ignore that because I have an add-on. Alright, that was a lot for one lesson. Learned a lot, a little bit more about fighting, a little bit more about how to do alchemy, a little bit about how to drop things when you start to get overweight. You've got a lot to take in for one. Wait, I have 7 picks. I can try one more. And I got 20 gold out of the deal, so that's a good thing. Alright, I'm going to leave it there, and we will see you again in the next lesson.